Hey humans and humanoids, other than my other obvious video game obsession being Sonic the Hedgehog, I also freaking love Mario Kart. As of writing this, I've played every game except for Mario Kart Wii, and I think overall it's an awesome franchise, and in order to commemorate it, I wanted to make a video where I, ranked all the Mario Kart 8 tracks, so I started writing that. After 2 days of writing, I realized that would take actual eons to finish writing about 96 tracks, so I decided to postpone that video and work on a different Mario Kart game, being Double Dash. Mario Kart Double Dash was my first ever Nintendo GameCube game, and I thought it was an absolute banger. It has such cool, goofy vibes, funky yet fun controls, the two-player gimmick, and also a banger selection of tracks, even though it only has 16. I really like this game, and rating 16 courses is way easier than 96. I might make that video eventually, but whatever. Grab your wireless GameCube controller and let's get into it. Ugh, man, this sucks. Usually I love snow levels in video games, but man, this stinks! The whole level is mostly on ice, which makes the charmingly slippery controls of Double Dash even more slippery and insanely annoying. The skating Shy Guys are kinda fun, but can get a little obnoxious with the ice physics, and falling into water in this level is so annoying. The cave section is alright, I guess, and so is the short path of snow in the middle, but the ending part with the freezies that can freeze you is the most obnoxious thing in the entire game. It's overall just a very, very annoying level. It gives me nothing but a headache. But at least the vibes are cool, and I like the vibes of snowy stuff. So, it's not terrible, it's just pretty bad. Oh yeah, Mario time! This is just a pretty alright course. The difference between Sherbert Land and this course is pretty massive. Because while Sherbert Land was actually bad, this is just a basic Mario circuit with no real problems, but it isn't really impressive either. The Chain Chomp and Piranha Plants are cool, little bumps add basically nothing. It's an alright course, not bad, but literally nothing special. At least it doesn't infuriate me. For a first level in a Mario Kart game, this is actually pretty good. You look at it and think, oh, it's just a basic track with literally only 2 turns and a one big chain chomp. Why is it higher than Mario's circuit? Well, because when you turn around in this track, you drive against the drivers behind you. That's so cool! Also, the vibes here are sick. You can see Luigis Mansion in the background, there's a chain chomp, and overall it just feels a lot more lively than the last course. I don't know why I like this one a little bit more. I just think it's pretty cool. I enjoy it. Also, Luigi is better than Mario. Mushroom Bridge is the textbook definition of a good track that has nothing to really make it great. It's a fun traffic weaving course that's pretty standard and pretty fun. A couple of shortcuts, a little section where you can drive on the sidewalk, 2 short tunnels, and the bridge shortcut, probably one of the hardest and coolest shortcuts in Mario Kart. Trying to balance in that bridge while hitting all the speed boosts is so fun and difficult that I've never actually done it before, but still it's a really cool addition to a really cool track. Hey, editing Donut Cube here. While I was trying to capture the footage for this game, I somehow managed to do the massive shortcut for the first time. Look at it! I did it! This is me recording! I've never actually done it before, and the only time I was recording me playing this level, I somehow did it. Anyway, back to the video. If you know, you know. Anyway, Peach Beach, a really relaxing and fun track with rising water that randomly lowers and randomly comes up. The Cataquacks are a fun obstacle. The alternate path on the beach is pretty cool, and the vibes here are just immaculate. A sunny beach with a little town at the beginning. It really gives off Mario Sunshine vibes, and also whenever you beat a cup in this game, the ending ceremony takes place in this level, which is pretty neat. Overall, a really fun course that I thoroughly like, but doesn't really have anything crazy good going on. It's just a fun, nice course. Okay, this is actually a really cool course. The desert vibe here is sick, with the palm trees with faces on them, and the ruins, as well as the track design being pretty freaking awesome. The Pokies, which are these yellow cactus creatures that go around the track a lot, are actually pretty fun to dodge. And the beginning of the course is really windy. There's a big sand pit near the beginning with a piranha plant in the middle of it, which overall just kind of looks like a Sarlacc pit from Star Wars. I will admit the ending is pretty basic, with it just being a bunch of bumps and some Pokies. But overall, this is actually a really cool track with some cool design levels, cool theme, and I actually really like it. I think just other courses are better than it. This course is evil. It's an oval, themed around babies. Why is it here? Well, listen here and listen here closely. There are 7 laps in this course, and after the second lap, pure chaos sets in. Because of this game's crazier and bigger items, the tracks get filled with bananas, Bowser shells, bob-ombs, mushroom, stars, and everything, which brings this little 7-lapped course into an entire loop of absolute chaos. It is the most insane track in the entire game, and I think it's awesome. Sure, it's not themed as well as other tracks, and also it's literally just an oval, but for the pure intensity and panic and chaos this level brings, I like it. They made a course shaped like Yoshi. Need I say more? This course is just plain awesome, with a bunch of windy turns, piranha plants to dodge, a very vibrant vibe, and tons of really sick shortcuts, like the tunnel one and the one through the waterfall. This is just a really cool course, although I feel like it's just kind of bland at some points. Being the shape of a Yoshi, that's awesome, but whenever you play the course, you're like, oh wow, it's green. It's a pretty cool course, but despite its awesome factor being that it's shaped like Yoshi, it doesn't really have any other big awesome elements. It's still really fun though. Somehow this is the only city course that actually feels like a city. In the middle section you dodge traffic, and also the track is designed in a way that it's actually like a city. It's kinda hard to explain without playing it, but essentially you can go forward and turn right, or turn right immediately and then turn left and end up in the same place. Just like a city in real life. That's so crazy. I actually kinda like that design. It's pretty cool. Overall, I think this track's like pretty fun. It is the first city course in the entire franchise of Mario Kart, so it can't be insane immediately, but I like the big wiggler buses and the cars and the whole design itself is pretty fun. The only part that I don't really like is the ending, because it's a bit too narrow, and also that one hole you can fall into is pretty annoying. But overall, yeah, I like Mushroom City. Yippee! Dinosaurs! Yippee! I love dinosaurs, and I think this right here is a really creative course. Taking place in a lush jungle, it starts off with you just doing some pretty simple turns, but with some bumps off of these tree leaves before you come face to face with a Brontosaurus. I think that's the name of it. I really hope it is, because if it's not, I'm going to sound like an idiot. When you have to dodge its feet, then you go into a really short cave section, into 3 branching boardwalks that are kind of hard to stay balanced on throughout the whole part, but you get used to it after a while, leading into another cave section with some geysers and a shortcut, leading to a short little bridge area where you get to dodge the dinosaur's head, which is pretty awesome. Then you get into a pretty fun little twisty ending with some geysers, and then it's all over. It's a really fun course with a lot of creative ideas, although I'm not sure it flows as well as some later courses on here. And I think the theming is awesome, but overall, I think it's just great. There are just some more courses that I like more. Despite this being one of the more forgettable Rainbow Roads, it's still awesome. It has the rainbow vibes, the difficult windy turns, this one has a giant tube, a bunch of speed boosts, and it still has that amazing vibe that every single Rainbow Road track has in the entire series. Also in this one, stars can fall onto the track that you can pick up, which is just such a cool little detail. Also, the entire course is above Mushroom City, which is that's just pretty cool. I don't think it's the best Rainbow Road, since I feel like Wii, DS, and Mario Kart 8, and Mario Kart 7, honestly, all had some sort of extra little kick in there that made them slightly more interesting, in my opinion. But I still think this one is really cool and deserves to be remade in a future Mario Kart game. This right here is the Waluigi Pinball and Coconut Mall of this game. An insanely creative, kinda stupid, but also really awesome idea put together in the best way possible. You play on a cruise ship. That's sick. You dodge a pool, you go through a dining room with moving tables, and there's a hallway where you can fall into the brig. I think that's what it's called. I really don't know. And it's overall just a really, really cool course that is just so fun to play on. You can even hit life preservers, and they swing back and hit people behind you. It's awesome. This overall is just a really, really cool level, and I really like it. This right here is the most underrated course in Mario Kart history. I have basically never heard anyone talk about Wario Coliseum, and that is a shame because this course is freaking amazing. The vibe of the graded floors and the massive Coliseum is so cool. The windy, difficult track design is fun, the bumps and the big jumps, the massive spiral. It's just so underrated. It's so fun, it's creative, it only has 2 laps because each of the laps is super long. It's fantastic. Even the music is great. I cannot believe it has not been brought back yet in a future Mario Kart game. It is so good. If it's not in Mario Kart 9, I will riot. This is such a good track. Pete, please talk about it more. It's so good, please. Oh yeah. Everyone knows that Bowser's Castle's tracks in these games are immaculate, and I just hit my microphone. Keep this in, it's funny. Beep! As I was saying, Bowser's Castle tracks in this franchise are awesome, and this one is no different. The dark vibes with the ominous music playing is so cool, it is just, mwah, chef's kiss, beautiful. The level starts with some narrow hallways with thwomps all over the place, leading into a lava-flooded room with fireballs bouncing around, whilst you drive on graded floors, dodging the fireballs. Then you make a full turn into a massive room with rotating fireballs, and after you dodge those massive things, you end up in front of a massive robot Bowser shooting fireballs at you. After that, and you do a couple of little more turns, you do a massive jump, and it restarts. This is a fantastic track, and I absolutely love it. And it's insane how there are 2 more tracks in this game that are somehow even better. It's Waluigi time. Oh yeah, baby. Anyway, Waluigi Stadium. I love Waluigi, and also apparently Nintendo loves them because they gave him 2 awesome Mario Kart tracks. Apparently he's not loved enough to be in Super Smash Bros, but hey, that's fine. It's not fine, I'm not okay with it. But anyway, Waluigi Stadium. This is epic. The extreme sports vibe with the massive jumps, the giant fake piranha plants, the rotating fire bars, the fun, awesome, windy turns. This track is immaculate and has literally 0 flaws, other than at some points it looks kinda bland, I guess, I don't know. But still, this track is borderline perfect. There was only one thing that could possibly top it, which is Waluigi Pinball, but also the next track, which is number 1. Alright, number 1. The single best track in Mario Kart Double Dash, and one of the best tracks in the entirety of Mario Kart as a whole, is Sonic Mania. No, I'm just kidding. It's DK Mountain. Woo! DK Summit is awesome. There's no other way to describe this track. It is just it's perfection. It's beautiful. There's nothing I'm speechless when I play this track. It's amazing. It is the definition of just like the best time of your life. It feels like an adventure. You get launched out of a giant barrel? You get launched out of a barrel, sent to the top of a volcano, then you have to just tumble down this super rocky and steep terrain with some windy turns, these big old massive boulders falling, a big old rickety bridge at the end, some cool turns. It's just like, it is awesome. It feels like you're going on a journey down a mountain. It is so perfectly, the vibe of this course is just so perfect. The theme, it is amazing. It is fantastic. And that music, ooh, that music is good. It is simply the best Mario Kart Double Dash course, and it has basically no competition. I love Waluigi Stadium, it's amazing, but literally nothing can top the fantastic perfectness of DK Mountain. It is amazing. The best track in this game, and one of my favorites in terms of every single Mario Kart course. And no, I'm not going to make a video ranking every single Mario Kart course, because look, I'm insane, but that's too far for me. And that's my Mario Kart Double Dash list. I really love this game. It's awesome. It's one of my favorite Mario Kart games. I mean, I haven't played all of them yet. I still have to play Mario Kart Wii. I hope that one's good. But, yeah, I mean, you kind of saw it coming. I'm definitely going to rank every single Mario Kart game in a video. It's not going to be that bad. I like Mario Kart. There's only really one game that I dislike, so I'll release that in probably February, because, you know, that'll be a pretty quick-ish video to rank. If honestly quicker than the Sonic video. That video took ages. And I'm probably going to take longer to release my video talking about, every single FNAF game ranked, because I haven't played all of them yet, and I have like a couple more left, and they take longer to complete. So, I mean, the newer ones take longer to complete. So I'm gonna push that back a month or two. I'm probably gonna release that in like May, March. I don't know. It's gonna be a while. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you wanna. I'm not obligating you. I don't know. Do all that stuff YouTubers tell you to do at the end of the video. I'm gonna go petition Nintendo to bring back Wario Coliseum. So, bye!